So my dear students, today we are starting with lesson 7, the study of continent Europe. First, in this book you can see one picture, one box is there. Please all of you see that, facts and figures. And here we can see that major mountains, highest peak, major rivers, chief crops, chief minerals and fuels, and chief cities. These are the important things related with the continent Europe. Okay, and we are going to discuss about detail this one. The first we can see that Europe, it is a smaller than all the continent except Australia. Europe, it is a small continent except Australia. It is in fact a peninsula. Peninsula means what? Land mass almost surrounded by water. Okay, in fact it is a peninsula of Eurasia, the single landmass comprising Asia and Europe. But Europe is regarded as a separate continent because of its distinctness in terms of physical features and population. Over the past few centuries, Europe has influenced the world in a way that no other continent has. It started with European explorers, religious missionaries and traders who carried their thoughts and beliefs to distant lands. Okay. Then we will discuss about the location of Europe. Europe is surrounded by water on three sides. So we already learned that it is a peninsula. It is surrounded by water on three sides. In the north is the Arctic Ocean, in the south the Mediterranean Sea and the Black Sea, and the west the Atlantic Ocean. Europe is surrounded by water on three sides. In the north, Arctic Ocean, in the south, Mediterranean Sea, and the west, Atlantic Ocean. Okay, most of the Europe lies in the north temperate zone. Already in the last lesson we learned that temperate zones, and Europe it is lies in the north temperate zone. Okay, and now we can see that the European countries. Though it is a small continent, Europe has a large number of countries. Already we discussed that, I told you that it is a small continent, but it has a large number of countries. The northern countries of Denmark, Norway and Sweden are together known as the Scandinavian countries. What is Scandinavian countries? The northern countries of Denmark, Norway and Sweden are together known as the Scandinavian countries, and Finland and Iceland too are sometimes included in this group. And these 5 countries are also known as the Nordic countries. Okay? Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland and Iceland. These 5 countries are also known as Nordic countries. Okay? Next we discuss about the land. Europe may be divided into 4 broad physical units: the northwestern highlands, the central lowland, the central upland and the alpine system of mountain. Europe may be divided into 4 broad physical units: the northwestern highlands, the central lowland, the central upland and the alpine system of mountain. Now we can see that the northwestern highland. In the northwestern Europe, there are some old mountains and plateaus. In the northwestern side of Europe, we can see old mountains and plateaus, and they included highlands of Scandinavia, Britain, Ireland and Iceland. Many small swift rivers flow down the eastern slopes of the highland into the sea. In the eastern side, many small swift rivers flow down the eastern slope of the highland into the sea, and these rivers have funnel shaped. Okay, what is the shape of this one? Funnel. Okay, funnel shape. And next we can see that the central lowland. More than half of Europe consist of lowlands. The central lowland extended from the Ural mountains in the east to the Atlantic coast in the west. Okay, and it include the southern part of Britain. More than half of the Europe More than half of the Europe, it consists of lowlands. The central lowland extended from Ural mountain in the east to the Arctic coast in the west, and many large rivers drain in this region. The Rhine and the Seine fall into the North Sea and the English Channel respectively. And in the north part of the lowland has a large number of lakes. We can see in the north part a large number of lakes. Okay, and next we can discuss about the central uplands. The central uplands. To the south of the central lowland lie some old eroded plateaus and mountains. To the south of the central lowland, south side of the central lowland lies some old eroded plateaus and mountains. These included the plateau of Meseta Central in Spain. Okay, next we can see about the Alpine mountains. In the south of Europe lies the Alpine system of mountains. It consists of a series of rugged young fold mountains. These mountains run in a general east-west direction from the Atlantic Ocean in the west to the Caspian Sea in the east. Okay, at a place materials deposited by rivers have created large plains between the mountains in southern Europe. These plains surrounded by mountains are called intermontane plains. At places material deposited by rivers have created large plains between the mountains in southern Europe. These plains surrounded by mountains are called intermontane plains. Okay, the Danube cut across mountain ranges and flows through the plains of Hungary and Wallachia before falling into the Black Sea. Okay, and in this lesson we discussed about a small continent, that is that, what is that? Europe. Okay, and Europe is smaller than all the continent except Australia. Okay, actually it is a peninsula. And what is the location of this? It is surrounded by water on three sides. In the north we can see Arctic Ocean, in the south we can see Mediterranean Sea and the Black Sea, and in the west we can see that the Atlantic Ocean. And most of the part of the Europe, it lies in the north temperate zone. And which are the important European countries? The northern countries of Denmark, Norway, Sweden are together known as Scandinavian countries. Finland and Iceland also including with this, and together these 5 countries are also known as the Nordic countries. Okay, and next we discussed about the land. Europe may be divided into 4 broad physical units: the northwestern highlands, the central lowland, and the central upland, and the Alpine system of mountain. Then we discussed about the central lowland. More than half of Europe consists of lowland. And many large rivers rain in this region. The Rhine and the Seine fall into the North Sea and the English Channel respectively. The northern part of the lowland has a large number of lakes. Okay, and next we discussed about the central upland. To the south of the central lowland lies some old eroded plateaus and mountains. Then Alpine mountain. In the south of Europe lies the Alpine system of mountain. It consists of the series of rugged and fold mountain. Okay, and up to here all of you read, and I have included the question answers of last lesson also. All of you please learn and write in your notebook. Okay.